Every year around this time, I start dreaming of Christmas sweaters, but not the ones with the blinking lights or the Christmas baubles that are sticking out. I'm talking about timeless, beautifully designed knits that you'll actually want to wear at Christmas and beyond. So in today's video, I have gathered 12 Christmas sweater knitting patterns to share with you, from timeless classics with stars and snowflakes to beautifully designed, elegant knits that just feel festive. If we haven't met before, hi, my name is Annika and I'm coming to you from Germany. I am a natural yarn dyer as well as an avid knitter, and I help you create a handmade wardrobe that is both intentional and beautiful. Let's get started. We are going to start with the sweater that I am wearing because this is my Christmas sweater of 2025, and this is the Betty by Claudia Quintanilla from Unit Toronto. I knitted this one super early this year in order to be able to wear it today and tell you all about it in this video. Now, this video is very kindly sponsored by Claudia Quintanilla, but just know that everything that I share about this pattern as well as all of the other patterns in this video is of course my own opinion. Claudia has a number of beautiful festive feeling sweaters in her portfolio, but I chose to knit Betty because it just feels extra festive to me, probably due to the bow and the yarn choice. So this sweater is knitted completely with a silk mohair yarn. You hold the silk mohair double for the body and hold it single for the sleeves and also the bow. The silk mohair yarn makes this sweater feel very light and airy, but also luxurious. It also has this beautiful halo that you get when you knit with a silk mohair yarn. And let me tell you, it is truly super lightweight. This one only weighs 130 grams and I made the second to smallest size. The yarn that I used, which was also very kindly gifted to me, is from the German yarn brand La Mana. The base is called Premia and the colorway that I chose is number 46, Basalt Blau. The Premia yarn comes in a range of very beautiful colorways, so I can definitely highly recommend this yarn. It was my first time knitting with it and it is truly very, very soft and beautiful. Now, I am going to put some more stats about the sweater on the screen, and if you are interested in the details, you can simply pause the video and have a look. But to sum it up, Betty is a slightly A-line sweater that is knitted from the top down in one piece. It comes in 9 different sizes with a recommended 0 to 2 inches of positive ease. One detail that makes Betty special is the sleeve construction. You pick up stitches and shape the sleeve caps with short rows. It is a bit fiddly with one strand of the silk mohair, but the end result is so worth it. In the end, I decided to knit the short rows with double pointed needles and switch to magic loop after that. Since I do like long sleeves and I also have longer arms, I added 3 centimeters or 1.25 inches of length to my sleeves, but I knit the rest of the sweater completely to pattern. I also needed a lot less yarn than what was indicated in the pattern, so for my size small, it states that you need 7 skeins and I only needed 5.5 skeins. If you would like to knit Betty as well, Claudia has very generously set up a 40% coupon code. It is valid until November 13th. And the code is Betty Knit Along, so Betty KAL. And in addition, Claudia is also hosting a knit along for the Betty sweater that kicks off on November 20. If you want to participate, you simply have to fill out a form. I'm going to put the link both on the screen and in the description box below for you. Participation is of course completely free, but I think this will be such a fun time when a lot of people are going to knit a Betty sweater simultaneously. Personally, I have to say I am super happy with how my version of Betty turned out. I think it would also look very beautiful in maybe a pale blue or a light silver or maybe even some light golden color. But you definitely also have to have a look at Claudia's version. She knitted her Betty in a very vibrant red and it looks completely stunning on her. Now, from this delicate and feminine design, let's move on to something that feels a bit more nostalgic and Nordic. And I would like to talk about the Northern Augustins number 6 from Anne Sophie Wehling. Now, this sweater has this classic Anne Sophie signature look to it. It feels soft and romantic but nostalgic at the same time. I think it's an absolutely sweet version of a Christmas sweater. Pattern came out in September of 2024 and it is worked in a sport and lace weight combination at a DK gauge. It's available in 8 sizes and meant to be worn with about 8 inches of positive ease for that relaxed romantic fit. It is a circular yoke design with these very cute Christmassy motifs on the yoke. And due to the combination of the sport weight and lace weight yarn, it gets this drapey, fuzzy look, and also I imagine is very comfortable to wear due to its drape and the generous ease that is written in the pattern. From something soft and nostalgic, let's move on to something very elegant and textured, a design that almost brings a touch of luxury to your winter wardrobe. And I'm talking about the Porcelain Damask sweater by Lene Holme Samsø. Now, this was my Christmas sweater of 2024 and I absolutely adore it. This design came out in October of 2024, but she has a very similar design that is a colorwork sweater but features some very similar motifs to this one, and this is called the Porcelain sweater. The Porcelain Damask sweater is worked top down with drop shoulders and those delicate textured motifs. It's knit with a fingering and a lace weight yarn held together, designed for 6 to 10 inches of positive ease, and that gives it that soft, elegant drape. The sweater has 3 borders of texture on the body and 2 on the sleeves. And I think that this is a pattern that would look equally as good in a neutral color or a bold, vibrant color. Now, the next pattern is a design that feels like a constellation of stars to me. It's subtle, elegant, but with just this touch of magic, in my opinion. And I'm talking about the Sagittarii Sweater by Eleanor Mortensen. Sagittarii is a Latin term and it means archers, but to me this colorwork motif looks a bit like Christmas baubles. At the same time, it's not a in-your-face design, you know, it does not scream Christmas. It is very understated and elegant while still looking festive. This design came out in October of 2022 and it is a light fingering weight yoke sweater that's knitted from the top down at a fine gauge of 25 stitches over 10 centimeters or 4 inches. It comes in 8 different sizes and features this refined circular yoke design. I imagine this one would look so beautiful with a deep navy color as the main color and then maybe some pale yellow as the contrast color. Now, if you prefer textured knits over colorwork, the next pattern might be something for you. And this is the Dido Pullover by Sari Nordland. Sari's designs always have this refined architectural quality and the Dido Pullover is no exception. It's not a Christmas pattern per se, but something about these beautiful lace and cable panels makes it perfect for festive gatherings, especially if you prefer a more elegant look. Dido is a seamless top-down pullover featuring lace and cable details on the front and the sleeves. It's knit with a light fingering and lace weight yarn held together, offering a boxy fit with about 6 inches of positive ease. I think this would look so good in a deep burgundy or maybe a forest green color. Now, from this more elegant textured knit, let's move on to something that is very traditional and classic, and I think instantly makes you think about snow-covered cabins or some hot chocolate. And it is I need to read that, Christmas Bauble, Jule Trekule Voksen by Morit Hodø Vikwan. I hope that's right. Now, if you love this traditional, true Norwegian inspired look, I think this is the perfect design. It has this classic circular yoke construction with trees on it, and to me it looks like you might be sitting by a fireplace with a hot chocolate in hand. It came out in November of 2024 and is worked from the bottom up using 2 strands of a fingering and a lace weight yarn held together. It's available in 4 sizes and has that classic Norwegian feel with the tree motifs across the yoke. If you're dreaming of a truly cozy Christmas sweater, I think this one would look so cute in a classic red and white. But if you are more of a cardigan person, I think the next 2 designs might speak to you. The first cardigan pattern that I would like to show you is called the Cherri Cardigan by Joanna Eng. If you like layering pieces, I think this cardigan could be a very charming option for you. And depending on the color you choose, you could easily take this from a holiday knit to a very elegant staple in your wardrobe. The design came out in March of 2024. And Cherri is a top-down raglan cardigan that's knit flat in light fingering and lace weight yarn, and it comes in 9 different sizes. You start with a 1x1 rib neckband. Next, the back neckline is raised by using German short rows, and the button bands and the fronts are worked simultaneously. I think this one would look equally as beautiful in a soft blush or a deep ruby red. And I can easily imagine being able to dress this up for some kind of a Christmas party, but also wear it as a more casual cardigan with a pair of jeans around the house. The second cardigan that I would like to show you does look a lot more traditional Christmassy, and it is called the Christmas Star by Kari Hestnes. If you want to celebrate Christmas boldly, this might be your design. I think this colorwork motif has this unmistakable Christmas energy, but in true Scandinavian fashion, it is timeless and classic at the same time. Christmas Star is a bottom-up cardigan with a circular yoke construction. It's knit in fingering weight yarn at a fine gauge of 24 stitches and comes in 5 sizes. I could totally see this looking amazing knitted in a deep navy together with white as the contrast color. It would be a fun twist on these traditional Christmas colors, but I think it would look equally as beautiful. Now let's have a look at something that is very refined and elegant, and I would like to talk about the Menuet by Tricot Design MCL, and the designer's name is Marie-Christine. If you prefer something elegant and slightly dressy, I think this could be the pattern for you. I really like the unusual shape, the lace on the body, and also the balloon sleeves. It looks so elegant, and I think it would be the perfect Christmas dinner outfit. Came out in August of 2022 and is a top-down sweater with a square neckline and those delicate lace panels. It combines lace and fingering yarns held together, but can also be knitted in a DK weight yarn. It offers options for balloon or straight sleeves and is designed for up to 3 inches of positive ease. Menuet is a Baroque-inspired sweater. Its square neckline and the lace panels recall the details of dresses that were worn by women of the time. And the neckline is also finished with a very sweet crochet edging. I think this one would look stunning in a soft champagne or maybe a pale gold color. Elegant and festive, but understated at the same time. If you are a friend of a more minimal aesthetic and are looking for something that looks a bit more Christmassy, the next pattern might be for you. It is called the Minimal Xmas Sweater by Yarn Create Repeat, and the designer is Ale from Italy. Now this is truly a pattern that is perfect for all of the minimalists that are out there. It takes this very classic Christmas tree motif but distills it down to something that looks very subtle and understated, and I think this would be a great pattern to wear all winter long, not only on Christmas. It is a free pattern that came out in December of 2024. It's a top-down raglan design in worsted weight yarn with a relaxed fit and around 8 inches of positive ease. It features minimal embroidery details that make it festive yet understated at the same time. The pattern includes short rows that are used to shape the neck, and the body and the cuffs are finished with a folded hem. The Christmas tree is sewn at the top of the raglan part with duplicate stitches, and the Christmas balls are made with French knot embroidery. I think a neutral main color like oatmeal with red and green accents for the embroidery or the colorwork portion would make this look so beautiful. Now let's move on to something that screams festive holiday cheer, and it is the Sleigh Ride Sweater by Espace Tricot. This is a colorwork yoke construction that features this classic Christmas motif with the reindeers and Rudolph, and if you want something that truly feels like Christmas but at the same time don't want it to be too kitschy, this might be the perfect option for you. Came out in October of 2024 and is a DK weight colorwork yoke sweater that's worked from the top down. It's available in 9 sizes, and when knit with lace held together, it achieves a cozy medium weight fabric that's perfect for the holidays. If you want, you can even add this extra Christmas kick with a single red duplicate stitch on the nose of the central reindeer to give him a red Rudolph nose, and I think that's such a cute detail. There are some longer floats in the pattern, and since this is also knitted with a high contrast between the different yarn colors, you really have to make sure to catch your floats. Now, if you want a sweater that also makes a very bold Christmas statement, let's have a look at the next option, and this is called And So This Is Christmas by knitwear. This pattern just radiates Christmas spirit with bold colorwork motifs and that slightly retro aesthetic that reminds me of classic holiday films. It's festive, fun, and definitely a statement piece. This is a top-down construction that combines a light fingering and a lace weight yarn held together for a soft and delicate fabric. It features this charming colorwork at the hem and the sleeves and short rows at the neckline for a comfortable fit. If you prefer a bit more of a subtle design, I think this would also look great if you simply omitted the Christmas trees and only did the snow. Or thinking about different color options, I think a classic red and white would look great, or if you are looking for more of an elegant option, probably a sage green and a cream color would also be very beautiful. So those are 12 Christmas sweater knitting patterns that I think are truly worth knitting this year, whether you're looking for traditional cozy or a more elegant and subtle design. Please let me know in the comments which of these patterns you liked best, or maybe you have already knitted your Christmas sweater as well. So if this is the case, please let me know what pattern you made. Thank you again so much to Claudia Quintanilla for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to enter the Betty knit along if this is something that interests you. And I am wishing all of you a very cozy, relaxed start into the holiday season. See you next time. Bye.